Hi, hello, how are you? Amanda, Seint artist. We're going to talk about powder. We're going to talk about vanilla dust setting powder, how to apply setting powder and not add texture, especially if you already have texture, fine lines, wrinkles, pores, you name it, scarring. I'm going to show you how to put on powder to get that matte finish you want or to get it to hold where you need it to hold. I'm going to show you how to do it without it being cakey. So anytime you have foundation, creams, liquids, the concealer consistency, and you add a powder to it, it's going to change the structure and consistency of that product. That's just science. Now, I'm not smart enough to get into like the real science logistics. Let's be real here. I'm a makeup girl. I'm not a scientist, okay? So here's what I'm going to do. Vanilla dust, and this is the Demi Shape brush. Love this brush for powder. Love it for... It's an amazing brush. When I first got this brush, I went to my other artists on my team and I geeked out on it and everybody went and got it because it's so good. But it's such a great brush. So think about where majority of texture lives. Pores, your fine lines around your eyes, around your nose, your smile lines, you've got the lines around your mouth. Let's really think about that and think, okay, probably shouldn't change the consistency of my gorgeous makeup with this silly powder. Okay, take your brush, put some powder on it, and I want you to start on the outside of your face because right here is where everybody is. I also want you to remember no one looks at you as close as you do in a mirror. So when you're in a mirror and you're like, oh my gosh, nobody is that close to you. Nobody. They better be at least 3 to 4 feet. I mean, I know 6, but 3 to 4 feet. Like, come on, be reasonable. So take this powder and I want you to start out here. So if you are wanting to cover any acne scarring in this area here and you have texture from your scarring or you have breakouts, I want you to start your powder here. Put the bulk of your powder here and blend it in. Blend it in, and it will still do what it needs to do, but the majority of your product is back here pulling and working in. Okay? Really simple. Grab your powder. Say you want to set up here. This is where I like to set, under my eyes, into my pore area. I have very oily skin, so I always bring it in this. This is my area where I'm like, yee! So this is how I apply my powder. You put it on, put the powder on, hang it out here. Start at your upper temple area so it doesn't compromise all of this. And then you're going to tap it and you're going to bring it down your cheek to those pores. And it's not going to accentuate the pores, and then bring it up under your eyes. There is more makeup inside your bristles than you give it credit for. I mean, come on, it really gets in there. So tap back here and bring it down into this area and then up. You want the very least amount of powder under your eyes because that's where you'll add crepiness. That's where you'll accentuate any dryness, any kind of texture under your eyes, which is a very easily textured area. I mean, it takes nothing to do it. So apply it last. Bring it down and then bring it up last. Even if you think there's nothing on your brush, trust me, there's something on your brush. All right, let's talk about the forehead. We get those lines, you know. I mean, I don't do all the things. So if you have these lines, grab your powder. All right, you can tap off if you want. Back here again. We're sticking back here, okay? Back here, and then you're going to bring it in. I'm telling you, if you live back here, you'll never go wrong because your hair, if it's up, if it's down, that's an area nobody's going to be like, let's go look at the side of her face. Let's go look. And then once you've applied it to those areas first, whatever's left, even if you think there's nothing left, you're wrong. And I'm just going to tell you that. I'm just going to be honest. You're wrong. There's makeup in here. Tap that down the middle last. Around your nose, down your nose. I mean, look, I'm matte. I'm matte over here and I'm dewy over here. I applied everything first out here and I brought it in and my makeup looks the same. One isn't dewy. That's it. It's really simple. You've just got to focus on applying the heaviest amount back here. When I apply my full face of makeup, I always let's really think about my 100 plus videos I've made. Every time I apply my main highlight, I start back here. Anytime I apply my contour, I start back here. I start back here. And then I blend it in because this is the back. Nobody's checking the side of your face, okay? And then you can go in and take a look, but it doesn't compromise your makeup when you start back here. It doesn't. Trust me on this. So again, we start at the back. Start at the back and bring it forward, grabbing some more. We start at the back and then we bring it down to the cheek and then under the eye. Look up so you don't poke yourself in the eye, people. Grab it again. Start at that temple, bring it in, and it will not compromise your makeup. It won't. Trust me. My makeup still looks nice. It's just matte. It's all about the way you want your finish to look on your face. But if you're worried about using a powder and you have some texture struggles, everybody does. You're not alone. I mean, I got them, okay? I get it. Talk to me. Let's troubleshoot this. But I like using Seint's Vanilla Dust because it's really well pressed and it's super fine. But just remember, just because you don't see it doesn't mean there's not product in here to use. So that's my tips on how to use a setting powder and to put it on without adding texture and without compromising the final look of your beautiful makeup. That's it. That's all I gotta say. Have a great day.